Hello again humans, it is me your friendly alien. I came here today to explain to you what exactly would happen if you fall into a black hole. As I pointed out in the previous video, black holes are regions of space where the gravity is so thick that not even light can force its way out. They can form as a result of a star's death. But first, let's clear up a common misconception. Black holes get a bad reputation for sucking in their surroundings, like some sort of cosmic vacuum cleaner. But really, the gravitational pull of a black hole is the same of that for a regular star, just a lot stronger. So now let me tell you what would happen if you fell into one. Sorry, humans and science fiction fans. You can't actually survive a trip through a black hole. And if you tried to take a plunge into one, you'd be ripped apart long before you could find out what's on the other side. Black holes come in different varieties and can be modeled with different levels of complexity, like whether or not they spin or have an electrical charge. So if you jumped into one, your exact fate might depend on which sort of black hole you choose. Let me make it clearer. At the simplest level, there are two kinds of black holes: stellar mass black holes and supermassive black holes. Stellar mass black holes may be puny in comparison to their bigger cousins, but they actually boast more extreme tidal forces just beyond their event horizons. This difference occurs thanks to a property of black holes that would likely surprise some casual observers. Smaller black holes actually have a more dramatic gravitational gradient than supermassive ones. In other words, you only have to fall a very short distance to experience an extremely noticeable difference in gravity. If you were free-floating in space near a stellar mass black hole that wasn't feeding on anything, your only hint that it exists might be the gravitational magnification, or lensing, effect that could have on background stars. But as you flew closer to this strange spot, you'd be stretched in some directions and squished in others, a process that scientists call spaghettification. This is because the black hole's gravity compresses your body horizontally while pulling it like taffy in the vertical direction. If you jumped into the black hole feed first, the gravitational force on your toes would be much stronger than that pulling on your head. Each bit of your body would also be elongated in a slightly different direction. You would literally end up looking like a piece of spaghetti. So, as you fell into a stellar mass black hole, you probably wouldn't worry much about the existential mysteries you might be able to unlock on the other side. You'd be as dead as spaghetti-shaped doornail hundreds of miles before you hit the singularity. And this scenario isn't entirely based on theory and speculation, either. Astronomers witnessed such a tidal disruption event back in 2014, when several space telescopes caught a star wander too close to a black hole. The star was stretched out and shredded, causing some of the material to fall beyond the event horizon, while the rest was flung back out into space. In contrast to that, your experience plunging into a supermassive would be slightly less nightmarish. Even though at the end, a horrible death still awaits, you might actually make it all the way to the event horizon and manage to start falling inside the singularity while still alive. Yay! Theoretically, in this case you could see out into surrounding space. But no one would be able to see you once you passed beyond the event horizon. Meanwhile, you'd see that everything within the event horizon was warped by extreme gravitational forces, thanks to an effect astronomers call gravitational lensing. Of course, no matter what type of black hole you fall into, you're ultimately going to get torn apart by the extreme gravity. No material, especially fleshy human bodies, could survive intact. So once you pass beyond the edge of the event horizon, you're done. Unfortunately, because nothing can escape the event horizon, not even information, we'll never be able to know for certain what goes on when matter reaches the point of no return. So, even if you do find yourself with the opportunity to take a cosmic cliff dive into a black hole, for safety reasons, you probably should resist the urge. Word of the day is gravitational lensing.